All right, hello, and welcome to the demo for Oratorio, which is an NES ROM. So it's like one of the first times I think probably the first time I've played a uh, a game that requires either an emulator or an actual console to play. So anyway, there could be flashes and stuff like that. So here's your photosensitivity warning for the people who aren't reading this. Effects such as screen flashes can trigger dizzy or epileptic seizures in a small percentage of people, even those with no prior history of problems. If you experience any unusual sensations, including dizziness, disorientation, or discomfort, stop playing immediately and consult with a doctor before resuming. Let's begin. The newly mega corporation holds the DNA of extinct plants and animals captive, is able to release 4 security safeguards to access the core and liberate the data. Did I do it? Now I know we didn't really get games like this on the NES. Well, actually, no. We had oh man, what's that one where I'm pretty sure it was like something 3D. It was like you were the guy and you were running towards something random on the screen. It had a similar like kind of layout. These little dudes almost look like the Godot thing. But anyway, the reason I was saying like, why we didn't have games like this on the original NES is because it's a little bit using the D-pad to do all the movements is definitely a little bit more difficult than actually being able to use a thumbstick. But you know what? It's not bad. Like, it works really well. Pretty simple so far. Like, this is pretty cool. I like the sound in the background. I wish it was a little bit more than just drums. Although I think it kind of goes along with as we shoot. That's like the more, I don't know, musical part. Very cool idea. This makes me wish I still had my NES. I had one. I kept the one from when I was a kid. Like, I mean, it still worked all the way into my 20s, and then I don't know. It got lost with a lot of stuff. And because it got lost with a bunch of stuff, then I lost it, and then some other things happened. I had to sell like my entire NES collection to survive because reasons, and that was really like a super sad moment because I had a huge collection. I had probably close to 100 games, and yeah, I miss the good old days of collecting retro consoles and titles. Oh wow. Alright, things keep getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if that means we're getting like close to the end or exactly like what is happening. Come on, die, you guys. There we go. I feel like I'm playing it somewhat wrong, though. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to do something else. Like, it seems like you're supposed to kind of try to time your attacks to make the music actually make more sense. Layer 6. How many layers do we have? Oh, it's like a Klondike bar. Actually, no, wait. Klondike bars aren't the candy or the ice creams that have layers. Which is there ice cream that has the layers? No, I don't think I'm remembering correctly. I wish I knew how many layers there were, though. It's really hard to judge. Like, I thought maybe I was like getting close to the end with the way that the walls seem to be growing in size, but I'm also really not sure. I bet it's 10. Oh, yeah, it's fully enclosed. Maybe it's only 7. So these guys are like space squids. This gives me hope for the future. Like, if we ever, like, get attacked by aliens, you know, from another place, either interdimensional or, you know, like, from another dimension or from, you know, somewhere in space, I'm hoping when they attack us, you know, like, their space guns do, like, music. You know, I hope they attack us with music. Well, I don't know, not attack us with music, but, you know, music happens when they attack us. I think it'll make the whole process a little less terrifying. Saving up those explosive blasts for whatever comes after these guys, because I feel like we gotta be getting close to, like, the big bad, the boss. Come on, dude, what are you doing, space squid? Success, layer 9. Yeah, it's gotta be 10 layers. I mean, that would make sense to me. We'll certainly see. The gameplay loop here is pretty satisfying. Like, it's definitely a game that, I think the color palette does a really good job of kind of capturing the original graphical aesthetic of the NES, and does it, you know, really well. Like, a lot of people, when they think about, like, the NES, they remember, you know, like, oh, well, you know, it wasn't necessarily the most colorful game, although a lot of people remember Super Mario Bros. 3, which was, you know, incredibly colorful at its time. And it was also, you know, like, really impressive. Not the point, though, but what I'm saying is, just because, you know, the NES had a limited color palette doesn't mean games couldn't be really graphically impressive. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at all the colors. Anyway, and I think even though the game doesn't, you know, thus far having seemed to have relied on a lot of, you know, graphics, and it's been rather simple colors and everything, but it does a really good job of implementing it, and I think it's probably partially due to the way it looks like, you know, we're progressing forward. but it makes this whole experience seem pretty lively. Like, you know, I definitely have this sense of speed and movement that I think it's really difficult to pull off, you know, with NES hardware. I mean, yeah, I'm on an emulator, but I mean, like, I could play this on, you know, an actual NES if I had one. So. Come on, dudes. There we go. Alright, I was correct. Illegal entry detected, scanning intruder detected, defense mechanism online, exterior program deployed, countermeasures initialized. Final boss. Oh, you know, I thought this the whole time they're like space squids. I don't think so. I think they're actually robots. That actually makes a little bit more sense than the space squids, but I would have preferred it to be the space squids, to be honest. Space squids are like a less terrifying enemy. And also, you know, like, it's just when you fight robots all the time, you start to think, you know, what if one day, you know, robots become sentient? You know, they're going to remember, you know, like, hey, this dude made a video where he was fighting robots. That means he's probably not going to be on my side as a robot. You know, I guess we're going to have to just eliminate him, so then the robots don't want to be my friends, and then I get killed by some kind of, you know, robot. So. Alright, so we have, like, other areas. I don't know if we actually have these areas in the demo. No, I don't think so. Which I think is fine, actually. So yeah, overall, like, this is a super cool idea. The link is the link will be in the description. You can get this off of itch. You will need an emulator, but they give you a couple of suggestions on what to use. I'm using RetroArch. The FCE or whatever emulator, I don't really remember it. I just picked the first one. So anyway, link is in the description. If you're a fan of NES titles, I think this is one that's definitely very worth trying. At least try the demo, and if you like it, you can always buy it. And yeah, thanks for watching.